Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert is a movie that my sister and I discovered in our early adolescence, and it amused us greatly, particularly in the addition of the expression yucky toe to our lexicon. But now, when I watch it, all I can think is she is never going to get that kid back. Tick's semi estranged wife calls him for help with the child they conceived in marriage after his absence of several years since their split. When he shows up with two friends in a bright pink bus, his wife is absolutely elated to see him. I mean, she is effervescent. I think, in fact, she may be in the midst of a manic episode. After 8 years of being the primary caregiver of her son, she claims she needs a holiday. A weekend? A couple of weeks? Those would be normal intervals for a holiday, but her plan is not forever, but maybe just for a couple of months. This woman is prepared to hand over her securely attached, I assume, son to an absentee parent he may not even remember, not for an afternoon or a weekend, but for an open-ended period of time. And where will this reconnection occur? Oh, he will be relocating to another part of the country because his mother needs a rest. I used to think this lady was so well adjusted, and that her freewheeling attitudes to parenting and openness to receiving her husband's help raising their son was a beautifully optimistic picture of co parenting, but no more. That poor woman is out of her gourd. We don't know how or why she got there or where she is headed. She's having Bernadette take over her work responsibilities, and now with no partner, child, or job, what exactly is she planning to do with herself? Again, I tell you, she is single and apparently has no family, or they would have helped her. She's giving up her child and her job to do what? And if she manages to come back alive from whatever mysterious adventure she is chomping at the bit to send herself on, what then? What if Tick doesn't want to give the child up? What if the child doesn't want to go back to her? Not forever, maybe just for a couple of months. It's that maybe. She doesn't even know how long she wants to be gone. She's not going to tech school or to work on a cruise ship. I don't think she knows where she's going. Tick and his friends appear to be too naive to worry about Marion. In an ideal world, they might suggest she get help with her emotional state that is driving her to take these cataclysmic actions. On the other hand, perhaps they don't care that much and are reveling opportunistically at having received a free kid to take back to Sydney for a rush of new life and prestige. It really is the perfect complement to the impending couplehood of Tick and Adam. You know, Marion is still young. Maybe in her wild gratitude for being able to roll around Alice Springs naked for a few weeks, she will agree to be a surrogate for Bernadette and Bob. Anything can happen when you're out of your mind. Please, O Lord, let the sequel come out and give us answers to these questions, because I used to think it was such a sweet story. This is a blog post that appeared. I wrote it sometime last year. I don't have my domain anymore, unfortunately, but I wanted to share it with you. Your thoughts? There is a sequel coming out. I really am very curious about that. Okay, bye.